part of the field. Help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shift.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Motion to the backfield.
Operating from the gun. Drake, flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a Dolphin is confronted with a shot.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Look, he's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Bryant. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, Bryant. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to
On 3rd and 2, Bryant. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 8 yards out, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off-play action. Drake. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, Perkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Perkins. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Perkins. Well, the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Perkins. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Making the catch is Sternberger. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shotgun now for Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Right there. 54, right there.
657.
Here we go, here we go. 54.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz escaping the pressure right. Throw caught here by Bird. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Watch the screen.
Wentz to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Dancing to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's 2 sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great, D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes first.
Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's second and inches at their 49-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Second down and inches. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 40. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This quarterback now a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. First and 10.
59's Mike. 59's Mike.
From the gun, Perkins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Off the play fake. Perkins. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Tyler Davison, his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, it's Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch the pass. Mike, check. 59. Ready?
Back to throw. Perkins. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. On first down, right back to Lindsey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down now, it's Hines. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown! Nyheim Hines, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check him. Me and you. It's just me and you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? Great 15. Great 15. Where's it? On me. 34, Tokyo.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by Nelson. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Now Wentz again. He completes it to Nelson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
They begin the drive with Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Whip. Watch the whip.
A give running right, Lindsey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. To throw on third down, Perkins. And Tate's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at their 48-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Watch right. You got right.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on
Receiver. Hey, you're on the line over there.
On first and 10, Perkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Perkins. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyler Davison in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. They bring their punter out there now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Bengals will have a first and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson now. Open man here is Foster. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Jackson on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it'll be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4.
At their own 40-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
as more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Love again. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, it's Grant. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch him. Hurry.
They go back to Grant. He's to the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Perkins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Got an open man, it's Foster. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Looking to throw. Bryant. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Staying on his feet. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Bulldogs.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. Sometimes it comes down to one final play. A dramatic, dramatic finish to this one.
And no player will ever admit to, hey, this is how I want to win a game. But behind closed doors at night as they're going to sleep, they do think about those dramatic endings. And how about that one? Go up and get it, Hail Mary, and sprint to the locker room with a victory that you didn't look like you were going to get.
That is the epitome of the highest high and the lowest low in the game of football. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown.
On top of your favorite dessert?